This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. It is February 27th, 2024. And I want to make the video today about the murder of that college student in Athens, Georgia. A young woman taken way before her time by some illegal immigrant from Venezuela. You know, I'm glad they caught the guy. And I'm glad he's going to be punished. But how about punishing the people that are allowing this to happen? I mean, can't they be charged like Joe Biden or Merrick Garland or the head of the Border Patrol, somebody? Be charged aiding and abetting? You know, I believe they should at least be charged with third-degree manslaughter. I mean, their children aren't going to be the ones being hurt. That poor family. What they have to endure because of this, because of our president's policy, that family is suffering. I had 5 girls. If that happened to one of them, they wouldn't be able to prison secure enough to keep that guy safe. I get at him. That ain't gonna happen to my loved ones. That's terrible. Just out for a jog, staying healthy, nursing student. You know, I'm in America. I can do whatever I want. I can sit there and go for a run. You know, when you're young, you're bulletproof. You don't think of that stuff. Terrible. You know, and they're just opening the borders more. I mean, if it's not the trained military guys that are coming over the border, it's the ones that are going to create social chaos like this one did. You know, I live out here where that will never happen. Well, I can't say that will never happen, but where I still live where you don't have to lock your doors. You can leave your keys in your vehicles. Yeah. Anybody, stranger comes out here, they're noticed. Anybody who's a danger out here will be escorted out of here. We don't put up with such stuff. We're hardworking folk out here that are hardworking to sit there and keep America fed. And the last thing we need to do is deal with this stuff. But in the big cities, you're going to be dealing with it. That's where they're all congregating. I mean, Angry Pepper was talking about the gangs in New York being taken over by these illegals. I mean, it's got to stop. That's our number one. To the American citizen, it isn't Putin. It isn't the Houthis. It isn't Hamas. It isn't North Korea or China. It's the chaos that's coming over the border. That's what's going to come to your front door and affect you like it has affected this family. I haven't lost a child, especially. That would just, I guess that's the hardest thing to get over. But losing them to senseless violence that didn't need to happen. I mean, if they voted for Joe Biden before, they ain't gonna do it again. I still think Barack Obama is gonna be running against Donald Trump, but you know, call me crazy. Somebody's got to call it, but I just think that's a logical choice. By the way, the Democrats, anybody who supports this policy of an open border, I mean, this is terrible. We're not safe anymore. You young women, you need to learn to shoot a gun. You need to get a gun, carry it with you, even if it's a little purse pistol, whatever, and blow these sons of bitches away. Or get a really big boyfriend to go run with you, some protection. They look for the weak and the vulnerable, like any other animal does in the animal kingdom. You think a lion, when he's surveying a herd, is looking for the healthiest animal to take down? No. Stand tall and proud. They ain't going to go after a weak target. You women need to protect yourself. I mean, this is just common business where they come from. And they're going to come here and do here. They're not coming here to be Americans. They're coming here to be like they were in their country. And now we see what happens when they come over here to do what they want, what they do in their country. You know, the news ain't making such a big deal about it. I wonder why. Somebody in government needs to be held accountable for all these bad things that are happening because of these illegals coming over. He can put an end to it tomorrow. My personal view is put a machine gun nest every 100 yards, sit there and post signs on loudspeakers, do not cross, okay? And after you shoot the first dozen, nobody's going to come across again. Wouldn't that be better to kill the illegals trying to come across our border and turn them around and teach them a lesson before our citizens got to learn it? Aiding and abetting the enemy. This is a time of war. He could be brought up on war crimes for this. I firmly believe we have a war at the border. The president's helping it happen. You know, he's helping the enemy. I don't know what else to say. But, I mean, when are we going to put an end to this? Like I say, a big old picnic on the southern border all summer long. The whole southern border. A good, big old American picnic. Who's going to cross that? Make sure everybody's armed with a gun. If we're not willing to protect our borders, then how can you say you're willing to protect your homestead? Or I'm willing to protect my castle? You're going to wait till it comes there before you want to protect it? I don't know what's happening, but by the end of this summer, I'm going to be down at the southern border. I'm going to see what's going on. I did hear that Texas was hiring people for $50 a day. I don't know if I heard that right. Free room, or kind of like the military. $50 a day. That's more than I got paid when I first went in. I first went in, I got paid $250 there twice a month to do what I did. But everybody see now why this has to stop? I'm not even in a big city. How can you guys live like this? Dropping illegal immigrants off in your cities in the middle of the night. A thief comes at night, right? And they're stealing from you. I mean, your house is empty for a couple weeks. They move in and you try to get them out. Where's INS? Our country's being sold out. And we go to work every day and we're paying for it. This is the part I don't understand. Everybody's so attached to their money. How much money are you giving the federal government every day so they can sit there and give it to these illegals? So they can come up here and do crimes, hate America, plot against us. Time for the good old American spirit to come back. But anyway, I'm out here in flyover country. Jojo, your threats ain't going to harm me out here. But to everybody else who's got to live with this shit, you know, you're sending your kids off to college, sending your kids off to school. Heck, you just going to Walmart or the grocery store, trying to gather for, I don't know, a community picnic. This ain't America of the 1980s and 1970s anymore. When you were a kid and you were kicked out of the house in the morning and told not to come back for lunch, and then you were kicked out till it got dark out or supper. You'd probably be charged with child endangerment if you did that these days. But we live in a safer country, don't we, Jojo? Well, everybody can see what our main enemy is now. And we can stop this invasion from coming over at any time. What's it going to take for us to band together? To finally say this is enough? I guarantee those people that lost their daughter, they're at that time now. Do you have to feel that pain to be at that time? We were always taught make the enemy feel the pain. And that's what we need to do. We got the border wide open. We're being invaded. And our government is doing nothing to stop it, which they are charged with protecting the borders. So what do you think needs to happen? If somebody isn't doing their job and you own a business, what happens to them? They get fired. Sounds simple enough to me. This is Lone Wolf Prepper. Out.